Hello, beautiful souls. My name is Carola. This is my first live for 2023. So, welcome everybody. And let me just change there. Beautiful. So, today I'm going to discuss lots of different things. This is mainly for entertainment purpose only. How you take this is through the eyes of yourself. I'm here to empower myself and humanity to stand in their own power, and I hope things make sense. I do take questions. I also do lives on Facebook, and I am on Twitter and Instagram, which I don't use very often because I am a very busy person and I don't trying not to get too involved in technology. So anyway, welcome. So I'm a tarot reader, spiritual artist. I channel Palladian energy. I also channel my higher consciousness, and I try to do the best and be the best version of myself doing this human experience, obviously. So I'm going to talk about all the beautiful energies that are coming in and the craziness in this world, which I find very unbalanced. So bless the unbalanced to bring it back to balance. Bless the craziness and all that kind of things. So I haven't been coming on YouTube very often over Christmas, and till now I haven't really felt the need to do anything. I find it very hard to grow a channel, but that's okay. I keep going until it grows. And hopefully the people that do watch it get something beautiful out of it. I'm going live on Facebook this week also, and I do free readings on Facebook a lot. So, but I do take questions as well. So if anything ever comes up. So I'm going to go straight into how does one heal oneself in this crazy times. So this is a really good question to all of us, because there is so much information coming out. There's so much going on, which is basically a brain drain overload of our brain. We know what we really want to see in this world, and we see all this crazy stuff happening. And being opinionated about it is not, I guess, is not the right way. Is but knowing the truth of where we should be and how we should actually cope with it is a quite interesting story. So, how do we cope with all these? Trying to cope. Let's go into the gender conversation. Is all of a sudden there's all these genders. When I was born, there was male and female, which made totally sense to me. But now people want to be called this and that, and have this righteousness over what they want to be called. I guess that is their journey. I'm not going to judge it. Is this, in my point of view, you're born male and female. What you do with your body is your own business, but please, in my view, please don't push it on the children. They're the innocent ones here, okay? So to me, that is a very important point of view. The other thing I would like to really go into today is all the craziness and how can we make humour out of what's going on? How can we balance who we are in this crazy world? So we're going to go down that path. So I've written some questions down people have sent me. So first of all, the craziness about energy. So if you really have a look in the past, is especially when you watch some English programs, they had beautiful mills there, which were water generated, and I believe they were making breads and stuff like that. So there was already free energy through water and wind. So, and then somehow the technology got taken over where you obviously had to pay for electricity. So to me, what they're recycling doesn't make much sense, is because really there is free energy which comes from the earth through water. Water is a very, very important issue in the moment, is because we are seeing a lot of floods, and a lot of things that are coming up has to do with water. And as our body is mainly water as well, everything around us generates. Tap water is not the best water for you because it doesn't flow. Water actually needs flow to move through. So that's an interesting part. So just remember that everything that you hear is not always the truth, and everything that is going on is either to wake you up, to make you look at it, to make you have an opinion, to be opinionated, to be judgmental. So you need to find your inner truth in all this. I'm not here to tell you what's true and what's not. I'm just saying of what's going on. Whatever you decide to make up your own mind on things, it's fine with me. I'm just telling you how I see it through my eyes. So everyone has their own opinions. So let's do a reading on the dramas on the world. So I was very lucky enough. We had a beautiful group. I run a group here, so and we do a lot of readings on it. So I want to go back into some of the readings. And I think it's in this book as well of what we. So we talked about the 5G network, and this. Okay. So we asked a question about the 5G network. So because there's a lot of towers went up, and what does it do? And so I basically want to ask a different question. Is the 5G above us or below us? So I'm going to ask her, is 5G in the ground or above us? So I feel below us, actually. Yes, it's the 5G is below. So I feel this was funny. Do you remember years ago here in Australia? So I'm talking about Australia basically here, because we had a lot of towers go up even here in Hervey Bay. And what I sort of felt was that, do you remember they laid all these cables? And I believe that's when 5G was put underground. So that's my belief. You might feel differently. That's okay. What do the towers represent? I'm not 100% sure why they build the towers, because apparently someone did a show which I watched that some of the towers don't actually work. So I asked the question, where 5G was actually laid underground. So when the NBN came through, and I think the technology was already there. So the balance is here. Okay, so that is basically the abuse and the lies that we get told. I asked if it was underground. It says a definite yes. And I think it was a big decision, and it was a group decision. So that's on that one. But you believe what you like. I'm just telling you what the cards are showing. So to me, my cards don't lie, but it's a perception of humanity. Okay, so the other thing, I tried to do some remote viewing the other day. I love remote viewing, but I couldn't actually. I will go back to what I was remote viewing, so I won't reveal it yet. But it was interesting. It was like there was something over this place I would try to remote view, and all I could see was a tunnel. And in the tunnel, there was a lot of humans in there, but what I wanted to actually see, I couldn't. So, but I saw a lot of humans moving in this area. So I'm going to go back into that myself. So I'm going to keep that to myself, but it was very interesting. So also I've been asking to get shown what is actually happening and how should we perceive all this stuff that's going on. So that was quite interesting, is because people are running around not knowing who they are, what they want to be, where they're going, the perception that is on this earth plane in the moment is, but that craziness, if you have a look back in history, every time there was a big reset, there was craziness before it. Have you ever wondered why that was? Why have they erased all the history? Why is there such a mystery in everything getting removed so you don't remember? Because once you remember, in your consciousness, you know who you are. You know you're made of love. You know that you are unique, a beautiful human being who's doing this experience. And we are not here to look outside of ourselves. We need to find that within us, who we actually are. It is our journey to take back our power, our self-empowerment, and how we really, really are so unique. It just blows my mind that we come off so far of this grid of who we are. But I guess that's how they keep us in this searching, because you're always searching for something, you're always looking for something, you're always in the mood for finding an answer for something. So, and the answer is always in your heart. It is where the love is, where we love ourselves. When you respect and love and honor who you are and your boundaries, everything always falls in place. People only overstep because you allow it. Saying no to certain things that don't resonate is okay. You don't have to say yes to everything in this world. So to honor yourself is to honor saying yes and no, and not to be, if other people are offended to them, they don't understand that you have a right to say no, just like they do. It's not all about them all the time, and that's just my opinion, but that's how it is. So, but we're going back to, where are we at? I believe we're in a spiritual war, and I believe there is, let's talk about dimension. People will say that we're going to the fifth dimension, but everything is in your consciousness. So, like, I've been watching this amazing guy doing meditation with consciousness, and I totally adore it. And it's so healing. And his name is Christopher. So he has meditations on YouTube, but you can join his group. You do donation on it. So Cornelius Christopher is called. So it is the most amazing meditation. I love it. And it's very shifting. And it is true, what we wrote 10, 20, 30 years ago, our consciousness has shifted from that. We're here in 2023 now. So what was working back then, 30 years ago, is not working now. Our consciousness have shifted because we're shifting. We're shifting into a higher dimension of self-love. Self-love to your heart doesn't mean the world is going to split apart or go this way or go that way or something. It is your consciousness that is shifting into a higher being of self, where you embrace who you are. And I think that is the most beautiful things. And everyone is where they're meant to be. But we need to start believing that we can heal who we are. We can start believing that we are worth much more than they tell us. So listen to your inner heart. And going on this journey, I also bought a lot of other healing tools. So I'm really good. I bought an iTerra one. So I'm going to show you it quickly. So I use it in a group so the people that come here can use it. And it blows air, like it blows from here and has a cross. And it is such a beautiful beautiful energy. So if you're a little bit depleted on energy, I use it for that because I do work a lot as well. It comes in a beautiful case. This one was $1,800. There are $650 or $680. I'm not quite sure. They'll come in red. I have a person that comes here, and of the work she does, she puts it on and she just loves the energy out of it. And anything we can use to raise our vibration and energy and bring inner healing. And inner healing starts with believing that you actually can heal yourself and that you can do that journey. Okay. And it's a belief system. So anyway, that's enough about the healing part. Is this: stay blessed on your journey, stay in your power, and be true to you. Be honest with yourself. Be kind to yourself so you can be kind to others. That's my words for the day. So thank you for listening to that. So, all right, we're going to go into some deep dives now. Okay, so how can I put this question? It's about the drama in the world. So how can we stay sane in this drama that's unfolding in the world? So we're going to pull different cards. I'm going to do tarot cards first. Okay. So we've got the Fool. So basically we have it's an unknown journey. So stay centered, be the Fool. Just look around you and just don't get caught up in all the dramas. Don't recycle the dramas all the time. There's so much going on, Do we really need to recycle that stuff, right? Here we have the King of Swords. He's thinking a lot. So it's about the thoughts as well. Where do our thoughts travel in this craziness? And strength. You need a lot of strength. So do you see? And look, there's a beautiful dragon in there. So stay strong in all this as this drama unfolds. I'm going to use the soul. So the soul helper. What does our soul need to know and help us while we're going through all this, whether you call it a reset or craziness, unbalancing, whatever you want to call it these days. So our soul needs to know the time of guilt and shame ends now. Forgive yourself and begin to love yourself just the way as you are. Right? So that's, how beautiful is that? And that is so true, is we can look at all the stuff that's going on, and then we can look at it and think, how did we get here? Why do we feel guilty about everything that's going on? Who created all this craziness, and then you have to look at how did we come to this point of craziness, right? So that, and now is a wonderful surprise is coming. Something entirely new awaits you. So in that truth, there's something beautiful coming, whether it's self-healing, empowerment. This is for you to see and open up and step back into your self-empowerment. Even that we're on a journey of the Fool and everything is unraveling, is because no one knows really how it's going to unfold. We can do readings on it and show you some of the future. We can do so many different things, but a lot of things always change. It is how consciousness works. So if we become more conscious on not wanting that kind of future, it is up to us not to agree to it. Awaken all your senses. This is really important. Step back into your psychic abilities, your gut feeling, your intuition. We all have this. We're all psychic. We're all beautiful souls that can do this. We are all so connected, yet so far apart in a lot of ways. Nature is calling you. It wants you to touch, fulfill, protect with the healing powers. Sit in nature, at the beach, anything that makes you feel healthier, healing. And the last card for your soul is the flames of desire. Let me shine out radiant light and shun dark path. So as we are walking down this dark path of what's unfolding, shine your light. You are the light. You are the torch. You are the beautiful being that's on this journey together with many other beings. And we're all doing this moving forward. It's quite interesting. So that's a beautiful soul reading done. So I love that. So that is really lovely. Now, the journey of truth, how to perceive truth. How do you see the truth? What is the truth? So sitting back the last 3-4 months, watching everything, is I see a lot of channels really like recycling news, right? And nothing against Donald Trump. Donald Trump does a lot of things, and everyone wants him all of a sudden to be a savior. The savior is actually you. Okay, there's no other savior except you. You're on this journey to change the consciousness in this world. It is up to each one of us to self-empower ourselves and step back into power. So it is a beautiful journey. I always say is look within, that's where the power lies. We don't look outside of ourselves. You know, when Jeshua, Jesus, or Sananda, have whatever you like to call him, to me he's Sananda, Jeshua. I do a lot of working with him. He's one of my guides, which I had a drawing done of. And I always get shown that the most important inner healing is when you accept who you are. It's not always about the journey. It's about accepting that you are unique and a beautiful human being, that you're doing an experience and stuff like that. So it's basically coming home to you, because that's what you're searching for. When I was young, I was always searching for all these amazing things. I'm searching. What am I looking for? I'm on this journey searching. And I always believed I had to search for something, spirituality, this. I did a lot of healing modules, got a lot of certificates to move forward. But it is actually consciousness that moves you forward. My consciousness, joining with other people's consciousness, the world's consciousness. So it is a very lovely place to look at. Okay, Chalet. Hi. The reason people hurt other people is because they're not in their own power, and it is a righteousness. And even that you got hurt, even the tears that we cry out of pain sometimes is for no reason. Okay. I'll pull a card on it so you really understand why. So why did, see what we find out, all right? So you don't have to feel all that pain. Okay. I've got an ace. So it's very mentally exhausting. I've got the Tower card here. So something was brewing, and the Tower card means something had to it's crashing. Okay. I feel the person has done this before. Okay, is they put someone on a pedestal and then bring them back down, if that makes sense. And there's a freezing out here. So that's 2 5s I've got now. So it wasn't a very balanced relationship to me. Okay. Are you going to be okay? Yes. It's going to be mentally draining with the ace. what I'm saying is true because I got 2 yes cards, because an ace is usually a yes. You need to look into the future. I have a question for you. Do you actually feel, physical, I can see that this card shows that, okay. Do you feel that was going to come, or did it just happen out the blue? Was there signs beforehand that this was going to happen? I agree with you there. It is hard to see the future. Okay. So there's some hidden agendas behind it. Okay. I feel the person suffers from depression, and he's not very worthy of the kind of person he should be. So I would stay away from people like that. This for your own safety, right? Because this is very mentally, this really hit you hard mentally and exhausted you, okay? If you see this card, it's very shattering, okay? So now your journey forward is healing who you are, okay? So I see the two sides here. So there's two parts of a personality here, the nice and the not nice. That's what I feel as I'm tuning into this. I suggest that it is really hard because it's so fresh to say, oh, you need to heal this, but I need you to understand that it's a lot of times it's not what we do, it's the other person that has issues, and they're allowing the issues and punish you with what they're basically feeling. So they're trying to palm the blame off, and not, just trying to palm the blame off to you that is your fault, and it's not. Okay, we do have pain and stuff like that in our hearts and in our relationships, but when someone does something so unpredictable, so horrible and so painful, is we withdraw anyway. So I suggest that mentally you need to get, because this affected you so mentally, you need to get have a break from all this and really refocus on who you are. Just remember, you are a beautiful, unique human being, and no one deserves to be treated like that, okay? And you need to understand that you are actually really worthy. I know this won't make much sense in the moment to you, but in the near future, as you heal this part of you, you need to understand that no one needs to treat you like that. So you need to find in your inner strength, your self-worth, that you did nothing wrong, and to heal your self-worth, and that you actually deserve better. Does that make sense? Do you know, the hope is a beautiful word to say something, but there is always hope. You know why? Because you reached out, and you reached out to something. I just feel that you just need a little time out and really find who you are. Put the self-love back into yourself, not other people in the moment. Focus on yourself. We're all beautiful, unique human beings, and we definitely do not be treated like that, okay? Don't ever think you're not worthy. You are so worthy. You have no idea how unique and beautiful you actually are, okay? Just always remember that. And no one should have the right to take that away from you. And you're not trash. No way. No way. You're just a beautiful soul trying to find herself, all right? Always remember that, okay? So don't ever think that sad and bad of yourself. You need to change the way you think about yourself, because once you do that, your energy will shift. I suggest if you've got time, there is on YouTube. There's a guy I was talking about before, coherence healing. It's called. Listen to that for the next few weeks and really connect with your consciousness again, with who you are, and allow the part of all the pain to come out of your body and slowly rebuild the love that you deserve. Rebuild yourself with love. That's how I see it. I'm going to pull a little soul card for you to where you're at, okay? Just remember, people that trying to make you feel awful are not worth your time. Okay. Follow your vision. Never lose sight of what is really important. Okay. Follow your vision. So basically pull yourself up, and do beautiful time. Take time of guilt and shame and now. Forgive yourself as well. Look at that beautiful card, okay? And just begin to love yourself just as you are. And that's beautiful. Ooh, is that happening? Oh. You think you got a concussion. Should you go to the hospital and get it checked? I hope it doesn't get you fired. I'll have a look at that. You need to stay in your strength, but there is something not right, okay? Because that's running away with information. So I suggest that you get yourself checked out. If you do have a concussion, let's go to the doctors, or I don't know what country you're in, if you're in Australia or not, and go to the hospital, get yourself checked out. So, okay, I hope that makes sense, honey. Just change the way you think too. Is you're looking at the worst scenario. You know, if we get fired from something, another door will open. Okay. Okay. So, do you know what I mean? We all feel alone as well. But this is a really good opportunity for you to take your power back and really step back and not to be so sad about all the things going on, because there's a lot of not nice things going on, okay? From my heart to yours, big hugs. And I know things will work out, but sometimes it just takes time, okay? But I do believe you should go and see a doctor, okay? Big hugs, okay? Thank you. And I hope that made sense, okay? So the healing path of beautiful people, it's hard, isn't it? So I'm going to pull some other cards on the journey now, because it's quite interesting. So I'm going to pull some energy cards, okay? Where to now with all the hurt people are feeling? Yeah, but that's a choice you have to make. You will always have to shine your light. That's how you will come out of this. Do it privately. So, you know, don't ever give up hope. Don't just learn to I am the light, I am the love. Yeah. Cool. All right. It's okay. You'll be fine. Yeah. All right, energy cards. Action. Take action. Where to from here? Only you can take the action. Remove attachments. That is very important, okay? So clear your energy. The healer of all ages. So this is a really beautiful card to get, the healer of all ages. We are all healers of our own selves. So it's embracing basically when we got ouched that we actually learn to heal that. And we do it in time. Stay away from the people that deceive you. All right? It's very, very deceitful. Walk away. Can you see that? Okay. Walk away from the drama. You don't need it anymore. Your heart's broken enough, so you need to mend it. It was over jealousy, envy. Okay. You had something. And now I want you to work with Archangel Raphael, call him in. Okay. And detach from the situation. You do not need to message anyone. You need to talk to them. You need to detach from this drama. Otherwise, you can't heal. The angel of balance is here to help you. So you need to ask the angel for some help and guide you in the right direction. And then become the stronger thinking woman. Okay? See, what our first expression is when we get hurt is we want to justify why they hurt us. We want an answer why they did it. We want to understand why they did it. But sometimes, is it really worth knowing all the answers? No, it's not. What's worth knowing is who you are in this beautiful journey of life, is just to take your power back. And the more you give it away, the more people are going to step on it. And when we don't have much self-worth, people know, and that's what they basically do. I hope that makes sense. Okay. I know I'm not in your situation, so I just hope you get the right help and do some healing with yourself, okay? So much blessing on that. You're so welcome. Okay, back to my world readings. Where was I? And I wish you so much that you find what's needed in your heart, sweetheart. Okay, through the dramas, what we perceive as truth, or is it our truth, the journey's truth? What truth are we on? So we're going to use the gateway cards for that by Denise Lynn. So they're these. So we're on this journey called life, and everything around us is basically not looking the best in the moment, but out of the unbest, there's always something that comes out that shines to the light. So what is it we need to know? Launching your journey, I am an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. So that's all of us doing this now. We're traveling forth out of all these energies, all this stuff. So launching our journey forward to finding where we need to go, cultivating prosperity. So I find it's a really good time to manifest in the moment. The abundance of the universe is pouring into your life. So what you create here, it's how beautiful. So we are in a new creation of energy in a moment, as the consciousness shifts into higher. As I was talking before about the world, people was talking about the world splitting in half. Some people will stay in the low dimension, high dimension. I always feel it works a little bit different because it works more on consciousness. So there's some people that their energy is too low, and if they don't want to heal that part of them, they will only perceive the world in that energy. If you are willing to raise your energy to a higher frequency and work with that frequency, you will see the world through different eyes. So, because we always have a negative and positive view on everything, it's like, it's a cup half full, half empty, whatever you want to call it, basically. So, it is a very interesting time in the moment because of all the negativity in the world. You can ask a question. I'll see if I can answer it for you. So basically, go ahead. You can ask whatever you want to know. So, is there cultivating the new energy with consciousness? So, as some of the old ways die, the new has to come in. It's like when a plant outgrows itself and dies, as something new comes in, that it reseeds itself. Do we want to recycle all the old stuff that has been? So that is or do we move forward into a higher consciousness of being? Sure, you can ask a question. You just can ask questions on there. I can read them, so it's cool. And I was trying to answer them for you. Why I often see mirror. Can you ask a question differently? Why I often see mirror? No, I don't understand what the question means. So can you rephrase it? Is Raymond at the same motel I'm at? Why I often see mirror. Oh, I see. Numbers are frequencies. So when you see frequency numbers, is they're showing you, say you see 444 and then you see it back in the mirror is 444, is their frequency numbers, and it's confirming to you that about the numbers. So they're it shows me that you should work with frequency and numbers. So being in that kind of so yeah, there's a lot of relationship questions here. So when people ask me questions about mirror work, is when you look at yourself and you look in the mirror, you see yourself, but there's more than you. There's when you see numbers and you see words and stuff like that, and you see them in the mirror, is they're just showing you balance. You need to balance everything. You need, it's like looking for the balance in situation, if that makes sense. So yeah, numbers are very interesting because they're very high frequency, so they're very interesting. So these people that are asking me, how does someone feel about him? So how do you think he feels about you, Andrea? How do you think he feels about you? Why do you have doubt of how he's feeling? I would like to know that. Are you in your own power to understand if someone really cares? How will be my future spouse? Well, you haven't talked to me. Let me do a quick reading, okay? So I'll get. It's very long distance. That's how it's feeling. Does it make sense? I feel he's an ice king and you're a true gem. So I just think, because you also said the Leo, there's a line there, so it's very cold, okay? Not that Leos are cold people, but in this instance it is. You need to focus on work and have some fun times in the moment. So that's what I see on that relationship. So your Leo doesn't know how to show emotions in the moment, if that makes sense, okay? All right. Now, all right, future. Will there be a different reading? Future spouse. And the mirror. When you travel, you will find there's travel coming, okay? Don't get caught into the wallflower position. Don't get caught up in gossip. Your destiny is coming for the future. Don't be controlled, because you're yearning a new love, but don't be controlled by it. You need to allow it to come in naturally, because you're a beautiful gift. You have a beautiful heart, so don't, and then soon you'll meet your soulmate, okay? But remember, when your soulmate comes, it is a lot of hard work, because it will show the mirror side of everything that you are, okay? And that is actually the mirror that you're seeing. It's a mirror reflection of who you are. If you can handle that kind of relationship, fine, but soulmates and twin flames are very hard work relationships, okay? If you don't want to go into such a deep relationship, ask for someone who loves you unconditionally, if you know what I mean, okay? On the relationship point of view. Shruti, yeah, you're welcome, honey. Okay, so if that makes sense, all right, but don't become a wallflower and don't be controlled, okay? No one is here to control other people. All right, makes sense? Beautiful. So I answered Andrea's. Cool. Sorry that he's a bit distant and cold, Andrea. All right. So the Ice King. Okay. All right. I was really doing a well reading here. Okay, you beautiful souls. Let's pull some cards for you. We need to heal our past. So all of you walking forward, heal your past. Let it go. It doesn't serve you anymore. What happened in the past is the past. We can't. To step in the future, we have to let go of it. Launching the journey. So we're back to the journey, because we are going on a new journey, and the world is going on a new journey. The reset's on a new journey. Be generous, be kind to yourself and generous to yourself. Be kind to others, okay? Sharing of yourself. Dwelling in truth. I stand in the light of truth. Stand in your own truth, in your own light. Blossom from within. Shine. And the last card, looking deeper. Deep within is a majestic radiance. So balance all your chakras. Stay grounded. Look deep within and really understand how unique and beautiful you are. Okay? How beautiful. Okay. So back to the journey of consciousness and truth is, how can we create a world that no one wants to maintain? So in the moment, we're in a world that no one wants to maintain. Everything's breaking down. The system is breaking, the banking system. Everything's getting overtaken by greedy people, basically. So how do we as humanity maintain a balance into like there's so many things crashing, which we probably don't need anyway. But what I'm trying to say is how do we maintain our future for our children, the future of the children? How do we bring maintaining a better consciousness, kindness? Because when you look back in history, there's so many things that are not kind. I watched a show today. It was an American. It was in a prison that had a reverse cross on it, and of the history of it, it was very, very cruel, and that the guards were very cruel, that humans were very cruel to each other. And it really shows us how we treat each other even back then. So do we really want to be treated like that? Do we deserve to be treated like that? No. So we are the ones that has to change all that. Do we want to enslave everyone to belong to someone? Do you believe in a relationship that you have the right to tell someone that you own them, in respect, or do you grow with them and allow them to be themselves as you are yourself? So there's so much to learn in this reset of energy that we really need to understand, and it all comes back to self-empowerment, self-worth, and setting your boundaries of what you will accept and what you will not accept. So let's go and pull some cards on that. So I'll pull some tarot cards on it first. So it's making a deal with yourself and others that you are worthy, that our children are worthy, and that we teach them worthiness. The tower is still here. So there's a lot of, the world is crashing in front of us. So a lot of the old system, basically, that's what I mean by that. They don't serve us anymore. We need to look within with the hermit, find the light. So there's a lot of things unseen to us still. So we're relying on the information. So there's a lot of things to come out. I think March is going to be a huge month. The things that are coming out as we see them. And yes, it's going to be very mentally exhausting with the Ace. And it shows us that we are in a really sort of crazy times in the moment. And it comes back to the financial system as well. And then we need to balance our energy. We have to bring everything back to balance. And that's the key, is balancing our energy, balancing what is unbalanced, rebalancing humanity, rebalancing our family life, rebalancing everything basically is this is a frozen card. So we've been frozen out. So I find a lot of big institutions are trying to freeze us out to what we actually have. So just remember that part of it. It's like they're here in Australia, they want to get their hands on our super now, which freezes us out basically. So hi Sunny, yeah, you can ask a question, go for it. And this is when we come out of troubled water from the world, from all the agendas and that. And it's going to take a little while. So there's 6, could be 6 years, 6, it's a 6 of swords. So it's very mental exhausting. So I believe everything comes in cycles, and we have quite a long while to go to fix everything and put everything back into where we should be. So it's quite interesting. So on the world perspective, stay balanced, stay in your power, and just don't accept what we do not need to accept, and don't follow the craziness, because it's trying to take you off track of healing who you are, basically. Ooh. So, yeah, it's quite interesting. The card flew out. Funny, was it? It was a Knight of Water Swords. Okay. Okay, what? Hang on, I'll pull out the relationship card. It's funny, everyone wants to know about a relationship. Our world is in a mess, and we need to know. So, what feelings? I feel there's a bit of coldness there. Okay, this is what the card's showing me because I've got an ice card. I also got an open relationship card here. Dating is very important. A beauty queen. You are searching for your soulmate. Okay. So how I'm feeling this, there is someone around work, but there's someone who lives a further distance in the background, right? There's someone who's a beauty queen here, but there's a triangle involved, okay? Okay, so it's still early stages. So what I'm going to do is in a moment, I'll ask a different question. Will this relationship unfold? There's a gift coming. Yeah, so it is a triangle, so I was right. Okay. So I feel that there's actually in the future someone else coming in, okay? You will have 3 children in the future and it will be your true love, okay? It'd be a gift, but before you get there, you're going to become a little bit cold inside where I believe of some pain that you went through, okay, in the heart. There was a karmic lesson, okay? Along this karmic. So basically, I feel that you actually need to really look at how you ask and what you actually yeah, you can ask Kira, you can ask a question as well. So I really think you need to have a look at if someone is with someone else, would you really want to go there? No, I would your boundaries have to come there, your self-worth, okay, is because you wouldn't want someone to do that to you. But it is a triangle, okay, if that makes sense. Okay. So take a little bit of time out and regroup. And I still feel it's an ice king, okay? It keeps coming up and the control magnet. So just be careful, okay? I know it's only new, but that's the cards is be cautious of what you step into, okay? If that makes sense. Oh, you're so welcome. I hope that makes sense because I feel that you can do a lot better, okay? Look at your worthiness. You're worth a lot more, okay? You don't need that coldness and you don't need that confusion in your life, all right? It's not worth it. Trust me. I know. Cool. Okay. Kira, what is your question? What lovely people on here tonight. I'm glad you're asking questions. So, Kira, ask away if you're still there. Oh, thank you. All right. Should we talk about how do we I talk a lot about, because I'm a spiritual artist and I do a lot of artwork. So I do love drawings. So most of the drawings behind me are my drawings, except that one over there. My friend drew that. They're my guides. I might turn the air conditioner back on. It's very warm here in Harvey Bay. So we're going into energies that we're in an optimism and aggression energy, the fire princess a month. So there's a very fire energy coming up. So I believe that's March, April. April is a fiery sign anyway. So there's a lot of fire energy coming up. So basically in people's belly, they feel the fire to do something, to move forward, to understand and things like that. So it's quite interesting is we got the dragon jewel. So this is about balancing mortality, our consciousness, the inner conflict. It's quite a beautiful card. It's where we have to become yin and yang again, find the balance in everything, in every relationship, within us, around us. The arrow master. We need to hit the mark, the intention, detach from the world dramas, because they want us to believe it's okay. Okay. Then we have the dream walker. Dreams are a collective God and illusion. How amazing. Okay, let me do a reading on that. The dream walker. Dreams are collective good illusion. I'll pull one more. The keeper of the scale. So this is all about us being balanced again. So I will. So finding our inner balance. Now, all right, the next reading. So that was what's going on in our world. So marriage, eh? All right, let's have a look. So it is a karmic relationship that you're talking about. I'm just going to pull some different cards. Suman. Is it? Yeah, Suman. This is readings for you, Suman, by the way. So it's karmic. So that's interesting. So there's lessons to be learned in this. It's a journey. Privileged. Hardworking. So this is what I see in this with me. Hang on. I don't know where I put them. Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. So it brings you a lot of spiritual growth, this relationship, okay? That's your karmic lesson in it. Also, I feel it's a journey. So there's a journey coming up, okay? You feel very privileged and blessed in certain ways. I also feel, I see 2 males here. and I see a very hardworking and one that is just a fly in, fly out kind of male. I don't know if he's a friend of yours or something. He's there. I want you to see that it's something to do with health, okay? So there's a male around you who is not very, he's suffering a little bit of a health problem, okay? I just want you to realize that, okay? And it takes a lot of other people's energy away. It's like because of what it is. But in the future is I feel there's great fortunes in the future, and I feel there's a child in the future as well. I don't know if you have children, but there's a child around as well. So if that makes sense. Yeah. So marriage. I do have the lovers cards, and with the lovers, so it's a choice for you in the future whether you still want to go there or not. I just feel someone around you is not well in the moment. Okay, I don't know if that resonates with you. It's a male energy, okay, and they need some attention for healing, right? Your relationship will grow as it goes, but also this will take some of your time away. So I don't know if it's someone, either a close friend or someone in your family that's not feeling 100%. So I feel hospitalization. I just remember to give them some of the time that they deserve to, okay? If that makes sense. Do you know who I'm talking about? Is there someone sick in your family? Because it keeps showing up. When it comes to family and family's best friends, it depends what you want to attract in a husband. I don't go that deep into readings, unfortunately. I can do these basic readings if that's fine for you, but every family has something that has baggage in it. So whether you feel, I felt it was a very presented family. If that makes sense, okay? But I don't know their background, okay? I'll be honest with you. I don't go that deep. Let's have a look. There's a lot of despair. Very community-based. That's what I get on that. And they do have a lot of fear sometimes, if that makes sense. All right. Okay, I'm over my hour. I'm going to sign off and I'll jump back on hopefully in next week. Thank you for all your questions, and I hope they make sense. I do live readings on Facebook as well when I get a chance. I have to work tomorrow, so it's getting very late over here. So thank you from wherever and thank you for all your questions. I send you much love and blessings. Stay in your power, be empowered, be the best version of you, and manifest the perfect partner for yourself. Much blessing. Bye-bye.